Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and today we are talking about the Time Travel Mega Bundle available over on the Unity Asset Store. If you are a Unity developer, it's your chance to get $550 worth of Unity assets for $30. And there are tiers here, but you're not going to buy any of the tiers. To be honest, you're either going to buy the top tier or not at all. It is called the Time Travel Mega Bundle. Why is it called that? For no bloody reason, as far as I can tell. By the way, if you do hear what sounds like thunder in the background, I apologize. It's thundering. I can't get away from it, and it has ruined 4 takes of this video already. All right, so what we're going to do is jump in and take a look at what is in this bundle, see if it is a good pickup for you. You can see here, it's organized into 3 tiers. There's a $10, a $20, and a $30 tier. But as you can see by the amount of stuff, there's like 3 times more in the $30 tier than the rest of the bundle combined. So if you're going to pick this one up, you're going to probably pay the $30. And so as long as there's like one asset in here that is interesting to you, it makes the bundle worthwhile. Another thing you'll notice is a lot of these are grayed out. That means I already owe them. So about, I would say, 30 to 40% of this has already been in previous bundles, be it either mega bundles or humble bundles. So if you are going to pick this one up, do make sure you don't already own it. All right, so let's jump in with the $10 tier. The first thing we have there, again, I repeat, is Character Creator 2D. This is a 2D character creator. It's kind of like if you're trying to create a video game creator for your game, but this is a tool for exporting out sprite sheets and art sheets with body sliders, various different pieces of clothing that you can put on. So you're creating 2D humanoid characters, you can color the equipment, etc. So if you need to create a variety of 2D characters, that's what that one is all about. Then we have the RPG Farming Kit, a game kit for creating farm-style pixel games. And then, of course, we have the Fun and Casual Sounds, which is full of, let's say, fun and casual sounds. Pretty easy. It is a sound pack. There's 600 professional sounds in there, a variety of genres, all around the theme of fun. If you want to see the sound list, it is available there. But that is the first tier. Like I said, I don't think anyone is actually going to pick up that first tier. If anything, you will get, now you'll only get the third tier. But let's cover the second tier anyway. So we got 3 more assets at the $20 tier. Obviously, you're getting all of the assets you got at the $10 tier. In addition to that, you're getting ambient sounds, interactive soundscapes. Once again, you'll notice on November 2022, this was available from somewhere. It's available, works with all of the various different platforms, which is pretty cool. So create interactive soundscape systems for your game. Easy to use sound system organizes your tracks and effects into sequences to create dynamic soundscapes for your game. Then we've got the Mech Constructor humanoid robots. This is just a plethora of mech styles. It's modular. You can create things from, so you got shields and you got various different attachments. So it is a modular pack of things to create this robot. So you can see the various different heads and body parts and weapons, etc., that go together to create your mechs. I like this pack personally, but then again, I have a thing for giant mech. And then finally, we have Inventory Game Creator 1. This is an extension for Game Creator and won't work without it. So there's another aspect of this bundle that makes it so you're going to buy the top tier or not, because they got something in the middle tier that is literally in the top tier as a requirement. So hotbar, container score, scene items, loot tables, and so on. So if you want to have inventory in your game and you are using Game Creator, this adds inventory functionality on top of that. And then we're going into the top tier, which you'll notice the very first item in that top tier is, of course, Game Creator. Now, there hasn't been anything here that I would have thought that needs a follow-up video until possibly Game Creator. If there's an asset in here that you're on the fence about or you want to see me do a dedicated video about, do let me know and I will try my best. So here we got Game Creator. It's a complete tool set, help you kickstart your game in a matter of minutes, powers artists, designers, and programmers with the necessary tools to create games without having to write a single line of code. So it's got things like visual scripting, characters, cameras, a save and load system, variables, module manager, and the hub. And of course, there are the modules available, and one of which you saw was the inventory system from the earlier tier. Next up, we've got Robot Warrior. You can see the actual 3D models in action right here. It's, again, another mecha-style critter. I actually like the other mech style better personally, but pretty straightforward, and it's animated when ready to go. Then we get the Enhanced Scroller. Again, something from a previous bundle. Virtualizes your data, showing only the elements it needs. So basically, it's an infinite scrolling type thing to go through data tables, lists, and so on. Then we've got the Editor Console Pro. This was, again, a repeat. So it's an advanced console replacement with things like search, custom filters, coloring, preview code in stack, etc. So it's basically just an upgraded console. to replace your in-game console. I don't know if I've ever checked this one out or not in the past. It looks like the kind of asset that I would have checked out because I personally absolutely love tools and anything that extends or makes the workflow better. So that is basically an upgraded console. Then we have Love Hate. Again, this was in a previous bundle of some form. This is a relationship and personality simulator for Unity. It models characters' feelings about each other using emotional states and value-based judgment of deeds, including gameplay actions done by the player. So if you want to have NPCs in your world that respond to you or respond to each other, Love Hate is basically that system. Then we've got the Animated Hands with Weapons Pack. Again, was in a previous bundle. It is, well, exactly what it says. It's an animated hand, so if you're doing a first-person shooter, it's a hand reaching forward and then a ton of modular guns and accessories and so on. So if you are looking to create an FPS-style game, it's got 18 types of weapons and the animated hands, etc. to go with it. Next up, we have the Fantasy Icons Mega Pack, which is funny because this one isn't a previous, and I swear I already own this, but it is just literally a ton upon a ton upon a ton of icons for fantasy-style games. Do we have a count? So 2,672 unique items. They are all 256 by 256 pixel images. And then we've got the Advanced Terrain Grass. And this one made me laugh my ass off when I saw this for one particular reason. So here is the demo scene of it. This is for placing grass in your scene or whatever. I actually think most of this functionality is built in at this point. So I don't know what it offers. But you can see here from the quotes, it's beautiful and performant, but it's also the footage was captured with Bandicam. Okay, I haven't seen that except for on bad YouTube channels 9 years ago. So yeah, if I was the author, I would definitely consider not having Bandicam in my footage personally, but I'm going on a tangent. So grass rendering solution built to replace the detail rendering system of the Unity's terrain system in order to get rid of all the spikes on the CPU. This works with the ERP, or the Universal Pipeline. Support for the HD render pipeline is adding with 1.34. So it is definitely being updated and kept up to date. And apparently the entire idea behind this is to provide a system that is more reliable than what is built in. Then we got the Easy Decal system or decal system. You can see, again, this was in a previous pack of some form. It works with all the pipelines, and it is a way for doing mesh decals or decals in it. So full editor customization, custom material and shaders, ready-to-use prefabs, 80 different decals included, 3D projection. So if you want to do things like bullets on the wall or graffiti or so on, that's what Easy Decal makes possible for you. And then we have Advanced Dissolve. This is an effect for creating dissolve effects. Like you see here, this mesh being burned down, I guess you could say. So you can see more of it in action. Then we've got more of a sci-fi, aliens warping, and then we got an acid effect and so on. I definitely like this one, at least aesthetically. I like the look of it anyways. So a collection of quite complex shaders that do not expect to manually integrate them into handwritten shaders. For built-in render pipeline, package offers the biggest collection of ready-to-use shaders. If you're using HDRP or ERP, Advanced Dissolve can be easily integrated into shaders created using Shader Graph. And then we've got the Broccoli Tree Creator, which is, well, it's a creator of trees. And again, it was in a previous bundle of some form as well. So there's a lot of things here that were definitely in previous asset packs or bundles or so on. So do make sure that whatever you are most interested in, you don't already have in your pack. Again, I'm kind of an anomaly or an exception because I buy a lot of crap. But if you don't buy all of these bundles and so on, you may, not have nearly as much as I do. But if you're a hoarder like myself, do make sure you check out. So this one is basically a tree generator. So procedural vegetation gives you full control over how your trees and vegetation should behave and look to fit right in your project. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Time Travel Mega Bundle. Now, I'm going through all of those assets, everything we just saw. I honestly can't think of a single reason why this would be called time travel. Not at all. But it is a solid bundle. Again, some decent repetition from previous bundles here, but some reasonably interesting stuff in here. I'm curious what you think. And the only thing I could see probably requiring a follow-up video if you're interested is maybe Game Creator. Everything else is pretty straightforward in terms of what you are getting. Broccoli as well, but I actually think I did a video about broccoli in the past when it was in a previous bundle. So if that doesn't exist, maybe Broccoli Tree Generator. But yeah, $30, again, boils down to, it's not the most amazing bundle we've ever seen. It's definitely not as good as the Unity Humble bundles that normally come around September. But if there's a single asset in here that looks good to you, you're basically getting $600 worth of free other stuff as a throw-in. So can't fault that. The question is there anything in here that looks interesting to you? So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the oddly named Time Travel Mega Bundle for Unity developers. Let me know what you think of this one in the comments down below, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.